What's up? This is my second lesson now, and this one's gonna be about habits, how to change it. I just took a shower, so I got my towel on right now. So, just struggle while talking. That's how it is. So, further ado, let's start this video. Habit. What happens when you start a habit? When you start a habit, maybe it's when you go home, you put your backpack down and go to your room. The first thing you do, maybe you go on your phone, maybe you clean something in your room, or maybe you go on the TV, start playing games. That's what's called a habit. It's basically, the description is that something that you do usually and daily, every day. Now, there's good habits and bad habits. And in this lesson, I'm going to teach you what are the good habits and what are the bad habits. We're going to start off with the good habits first. Good habits are daily stuff that you do every day that are beneficial for your mind, your mental, and your body, and for your face, of course. One good habit is having a skincare routine. Now, having a skincare routine can really boost your esteem. When you're done with the day, you're like, oh, my skin looks so good, nice and clear. Stuff like that. Bad habit, I'll teach you about. I'm going to go back and forth between good habits and bad habits. Now, a bad habit. This is where, not good. I'm going to tell you a story. Now, one day, there was this kid. We're going to name him Michael. And Michael was a really good kid. Let's say he's in his teenage years, right? And, he's pretty open to the internet. And then he finds a picture of this beautiful woman or a beautiful person. And you know what happens when you see a beautiful person, growing up, yeah, you know what happens. You get erect. Now, when you get erect, you get that sexual desire. That sexual desire drives your sex drive. And 20 minutes later, you're mid-goon, you just busted. That's a bad habit. Some people say they don't do it daily. Maybe they do it once a week. Some people do it daily. And that's a bad habit. Now, a good habit. How about putting on scents? Like, before you go out, you put a scent. Like this, my sister's cologne. Now, she kind of uses it a lot, but it smells good. That's a good habit. Always coming to school, going to work, going out with a good skin routine, boosts your confidence, and smelling good. Now, what can be benefits from good habits and bad habits? A good habit produces a good body. When you come home and you work out, what does that give you? Well, it gives you muscles, doesn't it, right? Work out, you build muscle, you build discipline, you build mental wellness. That is what a good habit can do. You wake up, you do skincare, it builds discipline, right? Because you know what to do. It builds responsibility. You know that you have to do this in the morning, and you know what time you have to wake up to do that skincare, and then go where you're gonna go after that. That is what a good habit is. It builds your mind, it builds your body, and also builds your face. That is what a good habit is supposed to do for your body. Now, a bad habit, well, here's what a bad habit does. A bad habit absolutely fucks up your body, your mind, and your face. So it's the complete opposite of a good habit. What's the opposite of good? Bad. Exactly. So that's what is a bad habit is a complete opposite of a good habit. You go home and the first thing you do is go get some shitty food, and that just fucks up your face. And then now it's the night, you're like, I'm a bit hungry. Go eat some more shit. That's pretty bad, isn't it? Like, that's a bad habit. When you go home, your mind turns bad, and you get lustful, and then you start beating your shit. That's a bad habit. It fucks up your mind, right? And it also fucks up your body. It gives you gyno. It gives you big man nipples, right? And if you're a girl, or you're estrogen, you're gonna look like half man, half woman. So a bad habit completely ruins your mind, your body, your face. And you don't work out every day. You don't work out because you have no discipline. Well, you're gonna be skinny. You're gonna be skinny. You're gonna be skinny. Your mind's gonna be horrible. Your face gonna look like shit. You're gonna feel like shit because you eat ass food. And when you work out, you don't even work out really. You just go on a walk and think it does something. Like you go for like maybe back and forth like 3 times across the block and think it's gonna do something. No, it does not. You need to have a mind. You don't have a mind if you don't know what are you doing. Like, are you seriously gonna jump off a diving pool without knowing how deep down that pool is? Like, are you seriously gonna dive 10 feet off a diving board into a pool that's 3 feet? No, that's dumb. Exactly. You need to have research of what you're gonna do. Going back and forth a block 3 times isn't gonna do anything for you. That's what a bad habit is. Doing stuff that you know is bad. Not good. Again, face, body, mind. That's what a bad habit is. And the last one is going to be how to build a good habit. And what not to do is build a bad habit. And you build a good habit, you want to make sure it's good for yourself. You need research, like I said before. You need research on how your body is, on how you are in yourself. That's why this is how to build a good habit. When you're going to build a good habit, you want to take stuff away from you, from yourself, from others that create a bad habit in what you do in your life. When you go home, you don't want to just get straight on the game, grab a bag. I mean, you can do that, but you want to go grab a bag of chips, go in bed, go on your phone and just scroll for like 3 hours. Y'all, I'm not just eating straight butt poop chemicals that are going into your body, and then you just become bloated, and now you're asking, but why am I bloated? I got to put all this skincare and everything. I do all this skincare. Here's what you should do. First thing you should do is you grab the chips, don't eat them, throw it in the trash. So now you have no more chips to eat. And before you go grab it back, you're like, okay, I'm just tired of around. And you throw it into the trash, and now it's over. You can't get it no more. It's like stuck in your dog's poop. Your cat's pissed, and now there's flies all over it. By the next hour, you want chips. Can't do that no more, alright? It's the first thing you should do if you want to eat, if you're gonna eat bad food. Now, I think the best thing you should do if you have bad habits, look into the mirror. When I was building a bad habit, I looked into the mirror. And I thought, damn, my face is ugly. I'm recessed. My face is so bloated. My hair always is frizzy and I don't know what to do with it in the morning, so I just go with it like an afro, even though my hair is naturally supposed to be curly. And I'm so skinny. And I'm like short. That was what happened. I was 11. That was a year ago. And I started building good habits like mewing. Like that. I built my jawline. And then I defeated bad content that fed my mind horrible stuff in the world. I built restrictions on my thing, built a timer for how long I haven't wanted bad stuff. Not, because, never do that ever in life. I've never watched that. I'm lying. But, ever watch content that you know is bad for you? Put restrictions on your phone. Don't keep track of it, actually. Don't keep track of bad habits that you did before. Don't say, okay, this is my first day without, doing this. But the next day, like, you keep it in your mind. It's like, oh, it's been one day not doing this, one day not doing this, 2 days not doing this, 3 days. It's just stuck in your head, and then you just want to do it, and then you do it. You do whatever was bad for you. That is how you build a bad habit again. That's why you should build a good habit and not keeping track of things. Throwing away stuff that's not good for you. Building a restriction from a bad habit. And the fourth one is build a discipline. Start working out. Start taking cold showers. I personally, cold showers don't really do anything. Right? I take cold showers, but they don't really do anything for you. But what they do is build discipline. You take a cold shower, you feel good, you have energy. And it's okay. I took a cold shower today. I didn't take a hot shower because you want to be uncomfortable. Alright? You want to build that uncomfortableness. I don't know if that's a word. But you want to be uncomfortable. Because that builds discipline in your mind. And over time, you be comfortable. And that comfort becomes discomfort. And it wants you to chase more and more and more and more. And that was today's lesson. So today's lesson was based on good habits, bad habits. I hope you liked today's video. God bless. Peace, man.